Talking to Dr. CNwokji from Tennessee State University, and the topic is the criminal justice system in the United States. And Dr. CNwokji, I think up until now you've given us some good information relative to the criminal justice system, and I think that for the most part it's clear that wherever that system is found, whether it's in Washington, D.C., or in Maryland, or wherever, that there are some common problems in the system. Let's look, during this last part of the segment, over this last 5.5 minutes that we have, let's look at a solution to some of the problems that you've already outlined. What do you see, after all of those years in practical experience and academic experiences, what do you see as some of the possible solutions to the problems that we face?
Well, to a greater extent, I don't feel comfortable using the word solution. I think the appropriate term here to use is alternative means. Alternative in a sense that today when you look at all the measures that have been taken within the criminal justice system, the result is to a zero base. It is simply not deterring crime. Rather, there's always an increase here. Even though in the 90s, the homicide rate has reduced to some level. But here, in this case, I would advocate scholars like James Q. Wilson recently came out with a very strong proposition here as an alternative means here. One of the suggestions that he gave, and I strongly welcome that, is that we need to move from a more reactive mode to a proactive mode. What this simply means is that the police in the United States, what they do simply here is to arrest and prosecute. But in this case, what he advocated here, which I simply sanction, is that a proactive means. He saw that as a plausible strategy by which police has to be a solution-oriented type of organization. That is to say, you have to be part of the community. Part of the community in the sense that you should work as a social worker, as a sociologist. That is to say, you are in a position to understand this behavior because individuals with criminal behavior simply did not emerge in isolation. There must be certain variables that contributed to that behavior. And so if a police officer or other law enforcement agency understands this major assumption, he should be able to work with the individual should he be arrested in a neighborhood. Say, for example, you saw what happened in Florida. LAPD. The LAPD has a culture that is well known in this country.